stop the sun from shining.
Hello and welcome everybody. My name's Rose Smith from AbsoluteSoulSecrets.com. Thanks for joining me for the lovely Leo November Horoscope. Well, there's a lot happening this month. You have a T-square going on, and there's also a lunar eclipse in your 10th house, which is all to do with the career that you should be doing. Maybe you're not doing it. Some of you are working in jobs that you don't really enjoy or don't really challenge you enough and challenge your abilities. So if that's you, you may think about leaving and commencing a new career or a new job this month. I'll talk about this in a moment, but I'll just briefly explain first. If you're new, I like to draw 2 tarot cards as theme cards for the month for you. And then we'll have a look at your horoscope in depth, and I'll finish up at the end with a psychic channeling. Whatever comes through, whatever visions I see, I'll let you know, so stick around for that. Okay, so let's go to the board now. If you're new, subscribe and be alive and hit that notification bell right now. Okay, so we're going to look at the cards first to see what they have to say about the situation in the heavens. Quite busy down here in your home and family. And there's some important things happening here with your career, your reputation, your social status, that sort of thing. Okay, so I've already pre-shuffled these, but a light shuffle is called for. I'll just go with that one on top, I think. Okay, closing my eyes. There's an old garage door. I get the word grandparents. Okay, ask yourself what belief systems or ideas or concepts you have inherited from your grandparents. Ask yourself what they could possibly be, because that's very clear in white writing in my mind's eye. Grandparents. The card that comes up is the moon. Okay, so this is the stuff coming up out of your subconscious. And that fits very well with the idea of talking to your ancestors. You'll see the wolf here. This is all about learning and teaching. You learn yourself so that you can go on to teach somebody else. Okay, this is also great for your intuition and your psychic ability, if you have any. Most people do have some. Okay, let's look at the second card. If you want to think in human terms of time frames, this would be the second half of the month. If you want to think about time. All right, we'll go with that one on top. Closing my eyes. Bones. How's your bones? Are your bones aching, or are you in tip-top condition? Some of you, it might be time to go and get a test for osteoporosis. I'm not actually seeing that. I'm seeing a very healthy looking strong femur bone at the moment. Maybe that's from exercise or something like that. But yeah, that's just what I see. The bones is also like the foundations of something. You know, there's an old saying about the bones of something, like talking about a house. The bones of the house is structurally sound, but there's a lot of cosmetic stuff or superficial things that could be done, for example. So it's like maybe the core beliefs are stable and, they're set on rock, but maybe there's some other beliefs that you have that can be tweaked or changed. This is lovely. The Ace of Cups, all about energy flowing. You see the waters of life here. The living waters are flowing. Okay, so this does relate to your emotions, and you might feel like it's time to start something new. There could be a sort of peacefulness around you, and you might appreciate beauty more than ever, and you might find your health and well-being improved with these living waters. Maybe you're going to start something new with regard to your health, like a new health program, change. If you have a run in the morning, maybe you're going to do a run in the afternoon or something. Change your health routine or something like that. But this does indicate it's very favourable, it's very beneficial for the month of July. Okay, bear those 2 cards in mind while we go to your horoscope. I'm just going to make this a bit bigger for you so you can see what's going on. Can never get it straight, and then it annoys me if it's not straight. Okay, so yeah, do remember these two cards, the moon, your intuition, your psychic ability, and the Ace of Cups, the living waters. Okay, first thing I want to talk about is this T-square, and you'll see here Uranus in Taurus up here in your 10th house of career, vocation. It's not your normal everyday work, perhaps. It's not the routine stuff. It's the exciting stuff that when you learn new things and you're happy that you're learning new things. So we've got that going on. That house can also represent your reputation, your social status, and goodwill with the public. It's great for marketing, for example, if you have a small business. We've got Uranus and the lunar eclipse here together. That does suggest there's some sort of shake-up going on in your career. Something unpredictable could happen. Okay, but here I am trying to predict it, of course, and when you're dealing with Uranus, that's a bit difficult. But I do get flashes, so that's a good thing. Saturn here in Aquarius in your 7th house. Now then, that's making a square. This activity up here, Uranus making a square to Saturn in Aquarius in your 7th house of partnerships. The really important people in your life, your husband, your partner, your business partner. If you've worked with somebody who you're particularly close to and they're like a partner, perhaps, okay, there's some sort of restrictions in this relationship at the moment. And or maybe things have slowed down, or things are being delayed, or not going as quickly as you would like. That's okay. But yeah, it's like slow and steady. Maybe this other person goes slower than you would like. You would like them to make decisions quicker or something like that. But you'll manage it. And then the other leg of this is the Sun in Scorpio in your 4th house. Intense feelings at home or with your family members. The 4th house is home and family. Okay, so, but the Sun also brings insight, and it brings happiness as well, and consciousness. So you start to understand things at a very deep and intense level here with Scorpio. So your home and family, your partner, whether it's a business partner or, husband, wife, or somebody that you live with, and your career, all vying for attention. You could have quite a busy month this month, and it could be a bit stressful as you have to balance this triangle, this tripod of energies. Okay, added the lunar eclipse into that, something's going to change in your work. All right, let's have a look here in depth. We've got 31st to the 3rd of November, Mars conjuncts Mars. This gives you a lot of energy, more than usual, and it also helps you be more independent, and your willpower and your general energy level is much higher. Do be careful how you deal with people though, because sometimes they can because you've got so much energy at the moment, the other people don't have that energy, so it's like you're 2 steps ahead and they have to catch up to you. So that can be a bit stressful for them, but it's also stressful for you because you just want to get on and do your thing, and you might feel like they're slowing you down. So if you can take the edge off it, go for a walk in the morning. Do be cautious of accidents and irritability or anger though. Mars loves that stuff, because Mars is about warfare, so, and sharp objects. Stay away from the knives, please. 4th of November sees a new moon here in your 4th house of home and family. This is new beginnings at home, new seeds. Something's changing in your family, perhaps, where there's a new cycle, and maybe your kids are growing up, or they're getting married, or they're leaving home, something like that. A new cycle is beginning. And also it means that you need plenty of comfort and security in your home. You need to have your home sort of organised. You could do some new redecorating or renovations as well. Let's just say domestic and family matters are emphasised at the moment. Added to that, at the same time, Mercury moves into your 4th house as well here. So there's going to be a lot of discussions and negotiations with family members or about your home. Also, the past could be coming back. You're remembering, when you were growing up, and you're feeling rather nostalgic, perhaps. But it is good for resolving a long-standing problem with family members. So that's beneficial. 5th of November to the 8th sees Venus sextiling Mars. This is fantastic for new relationships and flirtations. You could be feeling quite romantic. You're warm and affectionate and lively. And there's a lot of sort of goodwill flowing between you and other people, especially the opposite sex. Friendships are also strengthened at the moment, and you're quite creative. 4th of I already talked about the new moon. 4th of November to the 5th of March 2022, Venus moves into your 6th house here. This is a very long time, 5 months virtually. 5 months that Venus is in the 6th house of everyday work, habits, routine, also your health and well-being. This is beautiful for your everyday life, and you could be more cooperative than usual. There's harmonious relationships with the people that you work with. You could even be a peacemaker or a matchmaker at work. This takes the edge off that Mars energy I was talking about before at the beginning of the month, because you'll have a few days, 4 days of that Mars conjuncting Mars, and then you roll straight into this Venus in the 6th house on the 4th. And so all that energy you had sort of dissipates. So if you're going to take on a new project at the beginning of the month, get as much done as you possibly can, because you may not feel like working that hard when Venus goes into your 6th house. It's great for you to have a break away during this time, just even if it's for a weekend. From the 5th to the 8th, Venus sextiles Mars. This is beautiful. And I just talked about that. And then we have the 19th of November. The lunar eclipse is in your 10th house here. This brings up your career, your long-range goals, and your life direction. So if you're not working at the moment, it's about the direction in your life, your reputation and your public image, and you need to make some decisions now. It's like you're coming to a crossroads or a T-junction. Are you going to go left or are you going to go right? The other thing to remember is your life becomes more public in some ways, so be careful you don't overshare on social media, because people see more about you than you would like. From the 18th to the 21st, Venus trines Uranus, brings unexpected pleasure, new friends, and a more playful, adventurous side to you comes out, and people see that you can be quite funny. And also, yes, it's time for a break from routine, because you need to experiment and be more spontaneous, okay? It's time for a change in pace. From the 10th of November to the 29th, Jupiter trines Mercury. This is great because you're learning a lot here. There's new ideas, new information coming to you, especially if it could be to do with something that you don't have much experience with. So it could be quite interesting because you've never come across it before. It will benefit you in lots of ways. So it's all about expanding your mental horizons. So grab any suitable opportunities with both hands. The other thing is you're likely to see your life very clearly now, so that helps you make decisions and also to make much needed adjustments. From the 20th to the 21st of December, the Sun moves into your 5th house here. You could be quite playful. Entertaining becomes more important, and entertainment. So you might be going out more, you're more creative than usual, you're expressing yourself more freely, and you're more willing to take chances. Performing arts, sports, all sorts of games, and other forms of self-expression and entertainment appeal now. The 23rd of November to the 13th of December, Mercury then moves into this house, so there's a lot of talking about these things, negotiating, planning, and also you're trying to exercise your mind by doing things that are mentally challenging, such as chess or crossword puzzles or things like that. And you're likely to be quite inspired with future creative projects. 28th of November to the 1st of December, Mars trines Neptune, and this brings feelings of relaxation. You might become more interested in your spiritual pursuits and put some energy into that. Energy that you'd normally use for something else, you're putting into, your spirituality. Meditation, looking at your dreams, picking up the little things, the Freudian slips that other people make and things like that are likely to be on your agenda at the moment. It's not a time for ordinary, boring, mundane things, okay, because your imagination is more stimulated. Then we have 30th of November to the 2nd of December, Sun trines Chiron, and this is very good. You're likely to be recognised by people in authority. You receive favourable responses to your plans and ideas. Somebody could help you out or guide you in the right direction somehow. And again, recreational activities shared with loved ones can help you, ease the stress. Any stress you might be feeling, it's likely to be less now than usual. Take a break from your usual routine and do something different. That seems to be a bit of a theme that's coming up. It's really time for you to be a bit adventurous and do exciting things. 22nd of November to the 16th of December, Saturn sextiles Chiron. This is also fabulous for giving you a greater sense of purpose and helping you with your direction in life, generally speaking, and your career might be part of that. A situation that once seemed impossible to deal with can now be healed. This might be something that goes back a long time ago with somebody. There was an incident with somebody, and then you get some information, and finally you can put it to bed and be done with it. Relationships with parents and elders improve and offer you important lessons in life. Take the wisdom and guidance you receive from mature, experienced people and be thankful for that. Okay, so that's your horoscope there, lovely Leo. Now I'm just going to close my eyes and see what I can see for you for the month of November. It's like I'm in a dark room here, and then the door, somebody outside is opening the door and letting the light in. So that suggests to me that there's help coming from another person who's going to give you some insights. I get the word father, okay? There could be something about your father come up. I've got a woman here with her hands like this. It's like she's owed something. I wonder if it's her father who owes her for something. Somebody's handing over little balls. They look like miniature planets. Okay, miniature planets, and they're putting them in her hands. And it's basically relates to all the chakras. Each chakra has a different planet, and it's sort of like a different realm of your life or a different area. It's like you've been shortchanged in different areas of your life, and now these planets are being handed to you that will improve the situation. They're giving you a bit of attention, a bit more time, a bit more energy. Okay, it's your father or a fatherhood figure, or maybe an authority figure, perhaps the government steps in and helps you in some way. That'd be great. That'd be fabulous. I'd love to see that. Okay, what else? I get the words children's lunches, something about packing children's lunches. I think that's for an individual rather than all Leos, because obviously some Leos don't have children. But yeah, I think something about, let me know in the comments if that's you. Also some toilet paper here. That suggests like being in the bathroom or in the lavatory or the restroom. If you're in America, you want to call it a restroom. I never rest there myself. But yeah, each to their own, I say. In a restroom, and that's saying getting rid of your, the stuff you don't need anymore, okay? Getting rid of the past, all that stuff you've dealt with. You don't need to carry it around as a burden on your back anymore. You can let it go. There's some paintings. It started off as drawings and then it turned into watercolors. And it's like a yacht on the ocean, and it's just a beautiful day. So I think it's going to be quite a busy month for you. A few challenges, most certainly, but also some pleasant times in there and some happiness at home, and also going out and socialising. But this yacht I'm seeing, this watercolour, it's like an animation actually, and it's just a stunning, beautiful day on the water. So you finish up the end of the month with quite calm emotions and, feelings of contentment and perhaps abundance, okay? That's really good. Okay, anything else for lovely Leos? Okay, when you're getting upset, they're saying when you're getting upset about someone, there's a mirror here. I'm holding a mirror. Remember that everything that they're doing out there is reflecting some part of you within. So you're seeing yourself reflected in their actions, okay? Otherwise, it'd be like water off a duck's back. It wouldn't really affect you that much when you see people. You just say, oh, he's an idiot, and forget about it in 1 second, rather than getting upset. And, so it's time to work on yourself if you feel you're getting upset about anything. Okay, so that's it, lovely Leos. I hope this is helpful for you. Thanks so much for joining me today. And if you're new, hit that subscribe bell at the top and the notification bell as well. Okay, I'll see you again soon. Bye for now. Thanks so much for watching. Please visit my website absolutesoulsecrets.com for all things spiritual. Have a lovely day.